Hi, busy little bee. Hope you're well. Or sorry, in caps, busy little bee.
Hey everybody, it's Busy Little Bee. Welcome back to my channel. I saw this morning that Amberlynn was talking about Mamalynn and her criminal past, and so I wanted to watch the vlog and see what was said and share it with you guys. So I'm going to share some clips and my opinions on them, and we'll discuss. In my opinion, because Amberlynn's views are very much down and have been steadily declining, I think that she chose this time to pick a drama category, right? We need a subject we can talk about that'll cause controversy. So she brings up something that I didn't even know happened. Apparently a reaction channel looked into Mamalynn's criminal past, and so she goes into that like toward the end of the video, of course, because you know how she is. She's trying to get people to watch the whole video. So whatever she puts first in the title will usually be talked about last. Seems like she's been doing that for at least the last 6 months or so. She starts out, she's going with Mamalynn to get some gas, and Mamalynn gives her some car food that she had in there just waiting for Amberlynn. Then they go to a restaurant that Amberlynn says is healthy. She gets salmon, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. It's a healthy protein, I guess. And then they indulge in more shopping for building up Amber's hoard. In my opinion, that's what she's doing. They're indulging in Amberlynn's addictions and in Mamalynn's current addictions. I believe Mamalynn has a thing with gambling. She likes to go to bingo very, very often, right? Every time they go out, Amberlynn is being taken to a restaurant or grocery shopping or both. And there is always food involved when they get together. Amberlynn keeps doing this thing where she's doing taste tests on camera instead of eating like full meals on camera. She's now decided that she'll appeal to feeders by doing a few bites here and there of whatever she's eating. And then she could say she's not doing mukbangs, you know. So let's go ahead and get into these clips. Take it away, Amber.
So we stopped and got some gas, and my mom's like, try these. She had them in her back seat, and I said, okay. Maple bacon popcorn. You guys, it's weird, but it actually tastes like bacon. So there's my mom's food. She has shrimp, brown rice, and broccoli. And I got mashed potatoes, salmon, and like this mac and cheese. Are you excited, Mom?
I am.
So I personally hate that I even have to talk about this, but I'm going to, because not only is it important to me, but it's also important to my mom. I don't even really know where to start. So there is a reaction channel that begs for more side characters on my channel. And they've also begged for my mom to be in my videos. So in my newest video, my mom waves at the camera. You see her hand for a second, and then you see her face for a second. That is literally it. And so this reaction channel took it upon themselves to sit there and read every single charge that my mom has or has not, which I'll explain in a second, gotten in her past. So before I clarify or whatever it may be, any of the charges, I just want to say, like, how does anyone expect me to have side characters on my channel if things like this happen? I'm sorry, but listing off my mom's past charges and the things that she's done over a decade ago on your YouTube channel during a live stream while reacting to my videos, my current videos, is tacky.
You guys know that usually I am with the reaction channels that, you know, these people are public figures and they have every right to react to what these public figures put on their public YouTube. But I agree with Amber here. Her family members are not up for discussion, in my opinion. No one's family members, if they're not involved in YouTube, why are you looking into their past? I don't know what reaction channel she is speaking of here, but I would feel violated too, honestly, if I was her. And I don't understand what would make anyone think that Amber needs to answer for what her mother has done. Like, she clearly had no control over her mom or her mom's actions, and especially being her daughter, she has no right to tell her how to behave or what to do or not to do. And I think whatever reaction channel did that needs to think about that. The fact that, like, how would they feel if it was their mom? You know damn well you can't control your parents, you know what I mean? So why would any channel expect Amber to answer for what her mom has done, especially considering that her mom has done mostly all of this outside of Amber's presence because Amber hasn't lived with her. But let's go ahead and hear what Defensive Lynn had to say.
It's super tacky, and it's all for monetization reasons, and I think it's really pathetic, honestly. So by doing this, like, do you think that's gonna make my mom want to continue being on my channel?
I truly hate this side of Amberlynn, this smug, condescending, rude, arrogant asshole. She could have handled this so much differently and gotten so much more respect for it. But because she's talking to her audience like this, fuck that. Why you gotta have this attitude? Like, you have been used to this for over a decade. You know how people operate. You know how the internet does things. You acting like this is only gonna bring more trolls, and you fucking know it.
When people are literally spreading false rumors about her, and not only that, but digging up things that she did 2 decades ago. So this reaction channel listed off quite a few things, and yes, some of them my mom very much did. My mom is not afraid to admit to the things that she did during her addiction, because when she was on drugs, she did a lot of things that she is very ashamed of. But everything she confronts head on. She takes accountability. Even to this day, she takes accountability for things that she did even when I was just a child. She has a lot of regrets, I can definitely say that, but she is almost a decade sober. I never in a million years thought that would happen, like truly. Like, my mom is the epitome of you can change. You can be a better person, and you can do good things not only for yourself, but for the world. So I just want to start off by saying that yes, my mom has been to jail. My mom has been to prison. She has been in and out of jail and prison ever since I was just a little girl. Same with my dad. That is what I grew up with, what I had to deal with. I'm getting emotional. I don't talk a lot about these things.
Why does she always do this to become manipulative? She just told off her audience for something one reaction channel did. And now that she's talking about her mom, she's going to pretend to get emotional. This is really twisted and really fucking manipulative. And this is the reason people don't like Amberlynn. Because the minute you start feeling sorry for her, because I think what this reaction channel did was kind of low. And I started to feel sorry for her. Like, yo, they're coming at her mom. I mean, both my parents are deceased. And I would be upset if people were, digging into my parents' past. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with me? But when she starts doing this shit, it's because she knows that she has pissed off a large part of her audience. And she has just made things hella worse. And she knows it. So, as she says, her mental illness does cause her to manipulate people. Yeah, here we go again.
Yes, my mom has made some lousy choices. But there is a rumor going around that my mom went to prison for 5 years for killing a service animal. I am telling you right now, that never happened. You have the wrong person. My mom has never been to prison for 5 years, period. The longest she was ever in prison was for 2 years. And that was for drug-related charges, which most of them were. My mom would never hurt an animal. And my mom, she doesn't care what people think of her, but my mom came to me about this. Not only people are messaging me privately about it, but they're messaging my mom about it. My mom was confused. She had no idea where this came from because she has never done that. It's obviously another person with the same name as my mom, because that has never happened. And if she did do something like that, she would be the one to admit it. The things that she admits to, the things that she has done in the past, some of it, it's hard for her to admit to, but The fact is, who you are in active addiction is not your true self. And I'm not making excuses for her. She has changed so much. She is almost a decade sober, completely different person. My mom showed her face for a second. And this is the way that that reaction channel is gonna behave. It's not a good look.
So as you can see, she's condescending, she's being arrogant, she's smuggling is in the building. I think this is kind of a deflection because people were calling out the fact that she has never met her supposed girlfriend and the gift was really weird, and she is completely deflecting from that, in my opinion, and going to this very serious topic as a means of doing that, as a means of avoiding the topic of the girlfriend that she made up out of weird envy for Beck and her other exes moving on with new people. What do you guys think? I want to hear your opinions. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll be back very soon with an update on Mary and her 500-pound life. Thanks for watching, guys.